Hello guys, it has been far too long since I made a top 10 list. Some may say I've got a problem, but I wanted to go through some of the best moments that only happen in Hell Let Loose. Trademark gameplay, unique features, or just straight up goofy bugs that simultaneously infuriate you, but also kind of make you giggle. Just a little bit, very little bit. Now, if there is anything that I missed, leave it down in the comments. I am working on a part 2, so you may influence part 2 if you're quick. If you enjoy the video, leave a like, join the Discord, and it's come to my attention that not very many people watching my videos are actually subscribed. So do me a massive favor and subscribe so my son can have a warm meal this week. Thank you. Alright, that's all that crap out of the way. Let's begin the list of only in Hell Let Loose, or Trademark Hell Let Loose moments. I haven't decided what I'm going to call the video yet. Let's go on. This seems to happen to me more than anyone else, at least according to Rex. And we've all been there at least once. You've spotted an enemy garrison, an OP, or just a random dude in the field and you were feeling evil. You pull out your grenade, pull the pin, and you're ready to throw, and BANG! You've been shot and downed. Now begins the frantic key bashing to simultaneously let go, return to the deploy menu, but also warn your fellow teammates who were running with you and trusted you not to drop a friggin' grenade at their feet. Please, for your life! No matter how loud you scream, bad grenade, clear the area, they will flock to that grenade like flies on shit. Now you are sitting in limbo for a full minute, explaining to the dead teammates and presumably the admin who was watching you what just happened. It wasn't your fault, but you're gonna sound like a bloody idiot trying to type this out. Next up, this is something I know for a fact, cold hard fact, that every single player has experienced this once. If we all collectively close our eyes and think back throughout our time playing this game, I'm sure we will all shudder as one synergistic entity. You spawn at your favorite garrison. It's out of the way, but it's also not too far, so you don't have to walk all that way, and it's not even under attack. You spawn in with all your team, you all T-pose at the same time, and you give each other a smile. Your brothers in arms. And then an artillery shell hits you all at once, reducing you to a pile of brothers in arms, legs, and heads. Nothing in this game, feature, bug, or experience will both cement a sense of battle realism and dread, but also make me want to Alt F4. I'm constantly in conflict with these moments in Hell Let Loose. On the one hand, it does add a sense of dread on the battlefield and fuels that immersive feeling, but on the other, it can be so painful and demoralizing. Oh, I think that's the point. Huh, well there you go.
Can I get a quick comm check so I can make sure my levels are... Yeah, that's alright.
Need you loud and clear, Commander.
Use a mic. You have to use a mic or get out of the game. These are common phrases uttered by people in the Hell Let Loose community, and some can be a little bit antagonistic with their belief of mic is a must. And I do agree that the best way to play this game is with a microphone. 100% agree. However, some of the best players I've ever played with didn't say a single word once. They explained in chat very quickly, can't use my mic, I will follow your orders, and I'll ping. Boom. Perfect squad mate. Some people can't even speak, either for medical reasons or their social anxiety is so horrendous that they just don't want to do it. And I sympathise with those people because I used to be one of them. When I first started playing this game, I would not say a word. And now people tell me to shut up. However, using your microphone can conjure some of the greatest moments in Hell Let Loose. You've got your LARPers.
Commander, my squad will move up to the offensive point, which will become a defensive point to become your defensive squad.
You have your nutcases who just talk shit and crack jokes. And they'll have you busting a gut for 90 minutes.
I can't maintain an erection unless I look at an American flag.
Right, go get yourself a grenade, fire it in the hole right now.
Right, rape yourself. Let's go shit in each other's mouths.
Okay, so how do we unfuck this?
We unfuck the
Quick to this,
fuckable.
boys. Otherwise, go back in time and give your mother an abortion.
But as always with Hell Let Loose, as I've said before, things can take a darker turn. There will be that one dingleberry, either taking a casual game far too seriously and ruin everyone else's fun, or he's just a straight up bigot who sees Hell Let Loose as a platform for their idiotic views on people.
Problem, man. That's why you
No,
and
that's-
just like
that-
this
that's-
other British guy have so many fucking immigrant problems because you aren't proud enough.
I, like many other people who play this game, I do it for the experience, the immersion, and to shut off from the real world for a few hours by recreating one of the most devastating conflicts known to man. Keep your politics and your mouth shut out of Hell Let Loose. I am here to give myself fake PTSD, not argue with a drunken mouth breather about the gooberment. God damn! No other game, and I mean no other game, has ever shit me up so hard than seeing a bombing run for the first time. Mainly because it was coming right towards me and seemed to follow me no matter where I went. Whether it lands directly on you, nearly kills you, or just from a distance, and you see those huge plumes of smoke and debris mixed with limbs cutting across the skyline. It is always a spectacle. And I still to this day, 600 in-game hours later, will stop and take a look at this thing. Usually to my own demise, but, you know. Something that always puts a massive ear-to-ear grin on my face is when you're near a new player and you can hear them screaming and running from the bombing run. Bombing run?
Move your ass, move your ass, move your ass, move your ass! Ah! I got scared.
You know two things. That player is now traumatized and will need a minute, but also they are probably hooked if that's the way they reacted. Alright, we are at the halfway mark and I will keep this quick. Like the video if you liked it so far, share it with your squad mates, subscribe for part 2, and join the Discord for our awesome little community, and you get to keep updated with stream plans and other videos that I'm working on, requests for help. This video was kindly helped out by my Discord members who provided some of the footage for it. Thank you guys immensely. On with the list! Now, if you spent longer than 5 minutes reading Steam reviews for Hell Let Loose, well, I'm sorry for one, but then you have heard the term walking sim more than once, usually for someone who's only played it for 2 hours. You may also have heard some melodramatic reviews from Hell Let Loose refugees. I'm holding my fingers up to make quotation mark. Now, for a laugh, check out the video link. It should be popping up in the top right screen now. If not, it'll be in the description, because haha, Steam reviews are great. I might do another one of those videos. Back on track. Hell Let Loose is often described as a walking sim by those players who hail from Battlefield, Call of Duty, or some other kind of casual shooter. In those games, you can usually just hop into a jeep, a tank, helicopter, jet, and just zoom to the objective, or the spawn point is right next to it. But in Hell Let Loose, you have to wait for a transport at the start of a round, or spawn at one of the many well-placed Oh, right, yeah. Well, fair enough. Yep, walking sim it is. However, I will counter with this. I kind of like walking through these maps sometimes. I will also add, press the sprint button, you big dingus. Jeez, new players, am I right, guys? While we are on the subject of little bitches, waiting for a squad is one of those things that is just a part of Hell Let Loose. Sitting in the deploy menu, praying someone with skill and 2,000 hours takes squad leader, only for Moose Knuckles 420 level 3 no mic playing with Guitar Hero guitar to open the first unlocked squad. You didn't have time to check his player rank, as you were too busy spamming join and trying to get the AT roll, despite probably hitting level 10 twice. No OPs, no mic, and he is strafing left all the way from HQ to the front. If only there was a way to ensure you could have a squad with a mic and OPs being placed. If only, I just can't think of the solution to this one. Greater minds than mine will, I'm sure, figure it out. Moving on! Now, another aspect of Hell Let Loose that for me personally sells the immersion more than pretty much any other thing in the game. Picture this in your mind's eye once again. You've just pushed an enemy position and you've taken out all 4 outposts, but you couldn't get that pesky garrison. You and 4 other squad members have been down. Tragic. You start to hold F to leave and redeploy. Bitter in the knowledge that you could not take that garrison despite your best efforts, and then you hear it. "Don't you let go! I'm on the way, boss!" The crazy guy you assumed was off on his own was actually a medic, and he is sprinting through enemy fire, jumping behind cows and diving into craters to get you and your fallen homies. He smokes the area, gets you up first. He tells you everything's gonna be alright and he kisses you on your sweet little tuchus. He places down a bandage box, 2-taps the approaching soldier, saving your life again, and disappears back into the smoke like Batman. You didn't even have time to tell him that you were gonna name your son after him. "Who was that guy?" says your rank 4 rifleman with shepherd's pie in his knickers. "That was Clunge Mutilator 69, a goddamn hero, kid." You wipe a single tear from your eye and keep moving forward. Medics are friggin' cool, man. I don't care what any of the haters say. I love playing them and I love having one in my squad. If you get the right one, man, it's something special, I'll tell you. I am very lucky. Maybe that is why my opinion differs from most. In my Discord community, there is a minimum of 3 dedicated medics, so that ensures that at any time you will always have a medic in the squad. Now, if you want to play with some true friggin' heroes, join the Discord. As some may know, I have a deep passion for shooting my rocket into the rear of a great big beast, but oh, that doesn't read as good as it looks. But there is something despite my skills that still fills me with excitement but also dread. The satchel. Requiring a completely different set of skills to master and a lot more room for potentially catastrophic results. Firstly, you must locate the tank. Sometimes this can be one of the hardest things to do. Then you must sneak up to said tank without alerting it, or in a lot of cases, while the arsehole is trying to drive away and shoot at you. Then you have to get the bastard placed, which takes what feels like 3 weeks, give or take. Then, finally, defend it to make sure no one disarms it. If all of that was not hard enough, your own team will be flocking to this thing like rednecks to a meth lab. Another one I feel like almost every single player can relate to. You've died, you've gone through your timeout for the incredible amount of team kills you had, you've selected your garrison, and you wait for the countdown timer. 5 minutes go by as the enemy has steamrolled through everything, and then finally your brain clicks and you realize that you did not actually click deploy and you've been chatting away while the enemy wins the game. Not that you would have helped in any way to begin with, but the rage that flashballs your blood for a split second is something very unique to Hell Let Loose. No other game can make me that angry for something so small as waiting another 30 seconds. Now, I've spoken to many people about this, in-game, on Discord, in YouTube comments, and this, no one is immune to. You're with your squad, going on the flank of flanks. You're so far away from anything resembling a gunfight, the rest of the team has just assumed you're all pissing about in a field. The plan is sound. Your team is actually following you silently. And then you get to the gap in the hedgerow. You feel safe. Surely no one is in this area right now. The screen cuts to black, and every curse word you have ever heard spews out of your mouth. The guy that shot you was so far away you never would have seen him at all. He is a pixel. Now the rest of your squad is lying dicks to the dirt, asses to Jesus, hoping that they are on the right side of that hedge. Now, being on the receiving end of this noise is nothing short of a heart attack. However, the flip side of the coin, when you finally score a headshot at extreme range. It is the most beautiful sound in gaming. Goosebumps all over your body because you know you've just pulled off something freaking incredible. All right, guys, that was 10 trademark Hell Let Loose moments, unless I change the title after recording this. Now, if you enjoyed the video, like I said before, leave a like, subscribe for part 2, and I will see you all in the next one.